Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're doing our longer readings from June 16th through the 30th for my Scorpios. Hello, my Scorpios. Okay, longer reading means I use 3 decks of cards. I use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards, gives me the main message. Then I go to my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, which kind of fills in those gaps. And then I finish with my Osha Zen Tarot cards, and that kind of gives us some words of advice, okay? Now, each deck I have prayed, meditated, and infused Reiki energy into, but this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay, so a couple of things about June. June 17th is the full moon in Sagittarius. And with that, it's going to be a very hopeful full moon. Okay, it's going to make people feel very optimistic, very like anything can happen and anything good can happen. Now, remember the moon phases in itself that for water signs you are mostly affected. Okay, Scorpio, you are a water sign along with Cancer and Pisces. The moon does affect the tides of the earth. Earth is 70-80% water. Our bodies are 80 to 90% water, so it does affect us. There's some other planetary things going on around at that same time, which Neptune is one, I believe, and I think it's Mars and Mercury. Don't hold me to that one, but that could also pull out some of your stronger traits, okay? So, just be aware of that, and this is all around that full moon. So, you may have the best idea for people, and and it really might be a really great idea, but you might come, and it's like, no, don't you understand? This is going to really work for you, and you might come off a little bit stronger, and the receiving party might be like, oh, I'm not going to go there. Okay, just be aware of that energy type of thing, because there's other things. It's not just the full moon. There's some other planetary type of alignments going on right around those 3 days. Now, full moon is a time where I say to get out there and release, what doesn't, serve you anymore. Release what doesn't serve you. Release what's holding you back. Relinquish what doesn't serve you, and request. Just ask, because this is the time to do it, okay? So also, too, we are coming into Cancer season on the 21st. It's also, if you're in the northern hemisphere, it's the summer solstice. If you are in the southern hemisphere, it would be then your winter solstice. So that's these are changes, and having it in the solstices as the seasons change makes it also very strong, too. Now, the only thing to actually be aware of also is that in July, now July 7th through the 30th or the 31st, Mercury goes retrograde. So that means, and it's been very weird because the 3 times Mercury is retrograde in this year, the first was mostly in Pisces. This is mostly in Cancer, and then the last one will be mostly in Scorpio. Not quite, just be aware of that too. So, those are some times to, I would not go on vacation. I would not start a job. Okay, don't start a job at that time. And also, be aware, like a couple of days, like 2 to 3 days before and 2 to 3 days, as it's, ending. Those are definitely times to I'm feeling for you, keep control of your temper, okay? I feel like between this full moon, even though it's very hopeful and optimistic, I feel like your temper is going to be stretched, and I feel like this Mercury retrograde in the beginning and towards the end, again, your temper is going to be stretched. Now, okay, so I have shuffled, and I'm going to, cut, and I'm going to pull out 3 cards of the, Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. And let's see what we have as our main message. Okay, these are 3 down. The middle one is reversed. The middle one then says, hey, pay attention to me. Okay, let's see what we have here. 5 of Earth. So it looks like money is going to be a really big concern for you towards the end of this month. You may find that you have some large bills that come in that you weren't expecting. There's something about money that, so I'm going to caution you. I'm not going to tell you not to do this because you know your circumstances. I'm going to caution you about investing. It's like is it investing or is it more like gambling? It's kind of like you took a financial gamble, and I feel like, you're going to have to pay up, okay? Don't mean to scare you, but if you're able to save up some money, do that now. It's almost like you were, like it's almost like, like you were expecting a settlement, and you already spent the money, and then the settlement is for less than what you thought, or maybe it didn't even pan out. It doesn't mean that the settlement's not going to pan out, but it's like you expected it now. Or it could be that I feel like you may have you overspent. You thought that you wouldn't have to make it up. You thought you wouldn't have to whatever this is with this money situation, you thought that it was yours free and clear, and then it's like the bill comes and you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Maybe it's an insurance thing, like, maybe health insurance where, you had a procedure done and you thought the insurance was going to cover it and they didn't. Okay. And now you have to pay. You have to pay this money out. So just be aware of that, and, either stop spending, cut back your spending budget, or start putting away extra money for this, or just be aware that I think that for some of my Scorpios, there's going to be some money issues coming up for you. Okay, so this is fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. Now, yeah, so I do feel that towards the end of this month, there's going to be you're going to be worried. I feel that there's going to be some worry. Best advice that I can tell you, because, oh, believe me, I've been through that. Oh God, yeah. How am I going to pay this bill? And, and it came, and you know what? Either the money either comes or the bill is not. Or you get through it. You get through it. Okay. So don't do anything rash, but you do get through it. Okay. This card is reversed. Let's see what this says. Ego. Okay, Archangel energy, Archangel Jophiel, ego. Again, it's like this thing. Now, is it money? Maybe it's something else. Maybe you thought you had gotten a promotion. Maybe you thought that, it's something like you thought it was going to, you thought something big was going to come into your lap, and then it didn't. So not only did it not do it, and you're finding yourself worrying about money, but also you have to face others. So could this be that, this is where you have to face others. You have to face, yourself. Okay. You have to look and see, what did I do? How did I get myself into this mess? Where was my responsibility? Now, there's a lot of times that it's around there too, but, this is one of those things where you look in the mirror and you look to see, what part did I play? Okay. Now, we had that way back in 2018, and it's not that same type of energy, and the other one, there was a different type of energy way back when, 2018. This one is actually, I feel you kind of, stepping up, you kind of stepping up to the plate, and you saying, okay, this is what I have to look at. Now, this is what I have to do differently. I'm feeling like this is where you have the opportunity to own it, okay? And once you do that, for my Scorpios that have a problem with that, it's like, this is like a karma thing that you're gonna then, okay, fine, maybe things will smooth out. Maybe, you're gonna get a gift of money from some other source, and whatever that is. But this is for my Scorpios. I always feel like, I feel many times that there's two types of Scorpios out there. And this is that for those Scorpios that, that are, that have aged, okay, that have matured, and they are like, okay, yeah, I get it. I get it. So this is another lesson for me on my journey. I get it. I don't like it. I don't have to like it, but I get it. Okay? And this is a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. But again, it's just looking at it. It's being honest, and it's being really honest and seeing how did I make this? What was my part in this? Was it because I really thought that, that I was getting this promotion, getting this money, getting this inheritance, getting this settlement, getting this, or that this was truly mine, and, okay, let's go on. Last card is Three of Air. This, to me, is you relinquishing, you saying, okay, you know what? I can't fix this. I can't fix this situation. Maybe you've tried, maybe there's some things like at work, relationships, family, all of, relationships, you know what I'm saying. Maybe it's all of the above, and it's like, I can't fix this. I have to then move on. It could even be somebody else's relationship, okay? Maybe you're a parent and you have a child that's just having, problems, and you want to make them all better. Maybe it's, somebody that you care for and you want to make them all better. Maybe there's somebody who has, an illness and you want to make them all better. The thing about this card, it's not that, that it's not going to get better for those people or even for you. The thing about this, it goes back to what I was talking about this. It's you come to this realization of what your own limitations are, okay? And, that you are not this higher power, guardian angel, divine, spirit guide, voice of the universe. You are not this. You are, it's kind of like you realize this is as much as I can do, and this is as much as I can give. You'd love to do more, whether this be for yourself or for those people that you're care for, you'd love to do more. But it's like, this is the most I can do. Okay. So great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. So while I know that this doesn't like, oh, Deb, thank you so much for these wonderful last weeks in June. It really isn't, I really want you to know that I'm not like, I'm not being doom and gloom with this. Okay. I'm really not. This is more a case of, I've been talking about the Scorpios who did not want to go forward. And, it's like, no, I'm going to stay where I'm at. This is that push. This is that push. The great universe is pushing you and saying, nope, it's now time for you to go forward. See, it's like if you don't go along with it, with whatever the plan is, whatever the energies are, saying, and I'm not saying that, that you just say, oh yeah, Deb, I'm going to do everything you say. No, that's not it at all. But it's like, the universe will put you in a situation where you have no choice. You have no choice. So for this person, for this situation here, it might be, yeah, I have to move on. I have to take that job. I have to move out of the state. I have to move out of the country. I have to relinquish. I have to give things up. Okay? Things I didn't want to, things that I thought I was fighting for. Well, let me tell you, you gave the good fight. You gave the good fight. Time, just let it go, for goodness sake. Okay, my Scorpios? I really feel this is more a time of you wasting? I don't know. I don't want to say wasting because I think that there's lessons learned for you. But this is a time where you have put a lot of resources into holding on to something that is no longer yours to hold on to. Okay? At the same time, okay, that one popped out. I feel like that's like the part of the message that's just kind of giving you that backdrop, because I do feel that There's some very positive things coming for you, okay? But it's kind of like before you can take that positive, you've got to see the reality of the situation. Okay, first card, this is John Holland, okay? First card, partnerships and alliances. This is, again, this is about, I feel offers coming to you. I feel jobs coming to you. Opportunities coming to you, all of these things. It's like saying, let all of that go so you can go to this forward. And, I feel like I know, hey, but, I can't change the energies, right? And it's not like it's the, it's over there, the light switch that just turns on and off. So that's why many times my readings are very similar, even though they're new cards or, it's because this is your season for this to happen, okay? But there are opportunities coming for you this end of June. So while you're letting go of something else, and remember, it's like a 10. Remember tens are, something ending for a new beginning. In order for that new beginning, something has to end. And I think that first row is all about those endings. Okay, next card. Reversed. Reversed is very strong message. Light. Okay? This person is reaching for the light. This person is embracing the light. Look at her. She is amazed by the light. She is wanting the light, okay? So that's the thing. Opportunities are coming. It's up to you. Walk into the light. Not the movie type of light. Don't go into the light that way. But this is embrace the light. The universe wants to give you good stuff. This, the first row, the angel tarot cards are like, that was about your natural self. This is becoming more, the universe wants to give you, this is more about that supernatural self, okay? That supernatural side. Connect with that. It wants to give you really good opportunities. Again, if you can leave that other part of you behind, there's good stuff coming. New jobs, new opportunities, new love. I know I don't go into that per se, but new love is opening up its doors for you too. Okay, but also too, new recognition of who you actually are too. Okay, last card. Okay, this is reversed also. Stand your ground. Okay, this is a 7. 7, very divine number for me. And this is basically, this is a person looking into an eclipse. The eclipse, it is covered. You don't see the light. And so there are things that you don't, so even though things are very, like with the 5 of air, ego, 3 of air, 5 of earth, ego, and 3 of air, even though things, may look dark, there is light, there is hope. Stay the course, but stay the course of the divine, higher power, guardian angel, spirit guides, whoever, voice of the universe. Stay that course. Let go of the course. Let go of you managing it, okay? To me, this is about you going, okay, I accept, guide me where I need to go, okay? Okay. Last cards, Osha Zen Tarot. Let's see what words of advice. But I like that, if it's all a matter of you doing it. You're playing your part in it. Okay, let's cut. Take 3 cards. Put that over there. Okay, first card, politics. Politics. Now, is this others playing politics? Are you playing somebody else's game? Are you playing politics? Are you, again, going into this thing, this ego, is this who you are? Are you, I feel like this is, game playing. Watch out for game playing. Watch out for not just the other person, but this, I feel very strongly, you playing the games, okay? You're extremely smart. But watch out for that. Don't play the games. Don't play games. Be honest and be right. Be honest and be right. I don't mean be right as in, well, I am right. No. Do what's right. Okay? Do what is right. That's going to help you. So that, that's your advice, is to really watch out for and I feel, yeah. Okay. Turning in. This is about meditation. This is about connecting with your higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, divine voice of the universe. This is about you really this is about you really developing, okay, spiritually. This is about you making a spiritual connection and spiritually developing, okay? So that you're being stop playing games, turn in, talk to your higher power, whoever that supernatural being is. Okay, your last card. Okay, this is reverse, very strong. Thunderbolt. Okay, this is the Tower in traditional tarot. This is, in order for you to move forward, everything has to break down. So these last 2 weeks, this will probably go into July too. Just be aware of it. And then you have Mercury retrograde, so then you might have to revisit it. So let me give you some advice. Get the stuff done now, because if you don't get it done, you're going to go into Mercury retrograde and have to revisit it all again. And I go back to this 5 of Earth, and it's going to cost you a lot of money, okay? Because I really feel that way for you. But this is, in order for you to move forward, you have to accept this, this destruction, okay? In order for you to rebuild, it has to all come down, okay? Now, many times people tell me, oh, you always give such positive messages. This is positive. This really is positive. It may not seem that way right now, but when things are, when things may not necessarily be the way you've been wanting them to be, think, what can I learn from this? What can I learn from this? What is the universe trying to teach me? I'm not telling you to be a doormat. My Scorpios, you're never going to be that doormat, okay? You're never going to be that. But my Scorpios, as always, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.